Are you navigating the complexities of California's new paid sick leave laws as a business owner or HR professional? Let's simplify it for you. Here's a breakdown of just 7 key paid and unpaid leave types available to your California employees, designed to clear the fog and ease your compliance worries.
Victims of crime are entitled to leave. They're up, and it's unlimited. It is job protected. It is not paid. It covers all employees, and this is the right to attend court proceedings related to the crime, attend court to hear any proceeding in which the right of a victim is at issue. So if your son or daughter is the victim of a crime, you are, as the parent, is entitled to go to the court proceeding where the rights of your son or daughter are at issue. You got to give reasonable notice. Again, verification is allowed and should be obtained in all these type of situations. I'll just say as an aside, it's always important to be consistent in terms of asking for verifications of these type of things, because if you ask for verification from some employees and not other employees, that can be looked at as discriminatory conduct, especially if there's one is a protected class and one isn't. So if it's, you want to get if you're as an employer requiring verification for one group of employees and not another, that's bad practice. You just need to be consistent throughout in requiring documentation. Similarly, domestic violence, sexual assault victims leave. They're entitled to take reasonable leave to get a restraining order, to get other court assistance. This is not leave that would have to do with somebody having some kind of injuries or illness as a result of that. That would come under FMLA or CFRA, the medical leaves. This is really just basically to leave to go get a restraining order or go to court. You must allow them to use their vacation or other leave if in that situation, and you positively can get a copy of the police report or doctor's note or whatever that indicates this person has been a victim of sexual assault or violence, domestic violence. Literacy leave, not paid, job protected, and this is again for somebody to take leave time in order to get more to increase their literacy. You've got to make reasonable efforts to safeguard the privacy of the person with this problem. You can allow them to use vacation pay. They're entitled to reasonable accommodation or assistance in attending an adult literacy education program. Verification is not required to have some assistance, but you can request a proof of enrollment in literacy leave programs. Religious leave. Identifiable religious belief, if employees with an identifiable religious belief are entitled to reasonable leave to observe the Sabbath, other religious practices. There has been actually quite a bit of case law in this recently that's interesting and expansive. There is several federal and state cases that have indicated that an employee who needs to have religious leave for certain to not work on Sundays is entitled to get that. There is no verification, but you can ask a requirement of verification. So it's kind of you have to. The employer is may have it require them to make a statement saying this is my reason for leave and indicate that it's because I have this identifiable religious belief. It's a reasonable leave. The key in these cases really definitely is what's reasonable and what's not reasonable. Again, not very often comes up, but organ and bone marrow donation is a protective leave, and this is a paid leave. You can use up to 5 days. You can require them to use their sick or vacation for marrow donation and up to 2 weeks for organ donation. And this is an exception. It doesn't count against FMLA or CFRA. And again, verifications are permitted, and you should get a verification. They have to have worked for you at least 90 days to be able to get the paid leaves, and up to 30 days for organ and 5 days for bone marrow. And then this is a new one, reproductive loss leave. Employees are entitled to up to 5 days of paid leave each year. This can be after the reproductive loss event, a miscarriage or anything like that. And it doesn't have to be consecutive. You don't have to have 5 straight days of leave. They can take one day a week for 5 weeks if that's what they want, and sometimes that might be because they are going through grief counseling or told by a doctor to take time. It could be 5 days straight. It is not paid leave. Interestingly, it covers anyone with 5 or more employees, and it must be taken within 3 months of the event, and the job protection is mandated. And then California paid leave. This is a paid leave, but it's paid actually by the employee. The employee, there's a portion of the paycheck that is now taken out that provides a fund under the state of California. So when your employees have disability situations, or they are otherwise covered under family leave laws, California Family Rights or Family Medical Leave Act under federal, they can apply for and obtain California paid family leave up to 6 weeks. And this is usually done in concurrence with a CFRA leave, a family rights leave, and it's to care for a child or a relative, to bond with the child, to bond in connection with an adoption or foster care placement. Technically, there is not job protection for asking for this, but because it's taken in conjunction almost always with family medical leave and California family rights leave, there's going to be job protection under that category as well, because this is just really something that provides compensation for employees that take family medical leave.
If this snippet helped give you clarity and information on the new paid sick leave laws, click the link below to watch the entire webinar.